Look at them. The pilgrims. They think the mountains are beautiful from down there, wrapped in their warm valley homes, staring at the snow-capped peaks like they're looking at a painting. They don't know the peaks eat people. The air up here doesn't just bite. It tears. Every breath is a knife in the lungs. The cold doesn't creep. It invades, searches for weakness, finds the spaces between your ribs and settles there like a parasite. But I need to cross. I have to cross. The merchant roads are 3 weeks around. 3 weeks I don't have. My sister is dying in Kethmar. The fever moves faster than any caravan. The healers sent word, 7 days, maybe 10 if she's strong. She's not strong anymore. So here I am, staring at the Gate of Fangs. The pass that cuts through the spine of the world. 2 days instead of 20. Suicide, on they call it. The graveyard route. Unless you pay the toll. The shrine sits at the threshold like a warning. Stone, ancient, covered in ice that never melts. And standing before it, him. The Warden. He doesn't move, doesn't need to. He's part of the mountain now, has been for longer than anyone can remember. They say he was a king once. They say he was a god. They say he made a deal with the peaks themselves. Eternal guardianship in exchange for eternal life. I don't care what he was. I care about what he offers. He watches me approach. His eyes are the color of glacial ice, pale, empty, ancient. His skin has the texture of weathered stone.
The ancient, frozen in eternal vigil.
Frost clings to his beard, to his hair, permanent as his vigil. Safe passage. His voice sounds like an avalanche held back by will alone. Deep, patient, inevitable.
That's what you want.
It's not a question. He knows. Everyone who comes here wants the same thing.
Yes,
I say. My voice cracks. The cold, the fear, doesn't matter which. He nods once. Slow. He's done this before, hundreds of times, thousands maybe. The brand. He reaches behind the shrine. The iron is already hot, always hot. It glows orange-white even in the daylight, heat rippling off it in waves that defy the frozen air around us. The mark is a spiral, like wind, like the path through the peaks, like a chain with no end. Just safe passage, I say. Get me through, 2 days, then I'm gone. He stares at me. Those glacier eyes see through skin, through bone, down to the desperate truth underneath. You'll be safe on the peaks. You have my word, his word, the word of the mountains. It should comfort me.
What's the cost? You'll see.
He presses the brand to my forearm. I expect pain. I'm ready for pain. I've broken bones, taken blades, survived fever that killed stronger men. This is different. When he pulls the brand away, the mark remains. Perfect, glowing faintly beneath the charred skin. The spiral moves, actually moves, like it's breathing. Go. I stumble forward. My arm throbs, pulses with heat that spreads up to my shoulder, across my chest. But I move. I have to move. The pass opens before me. The wind that should be howling stops. The snow that should be blinding parts. The ice that should send me plummeting into crevasses holds firm beneath my feet. Safe passage. He wasn't lying. I make the crossing in a day and a half. Impossible. But the mountain bends around me, shows me paths that shouldn't exist, holds back its hunger just long enough for me to pass through its throat. I reach the eastern slope. Kethmar sprawls below me in the valley, smoke rising from 10,000 chimneys. I'm going to make it. She's going to live. I start down. The relief hits me like a physical thing, warm despite the cold. My legs shake, exhaustion, emotion, both. Then I hit the boundary. I don't see it. I feel it. One step, I'm descending. The next step, my body locks. Every muscle seizes. The brand on my arm erupts with heat, burning hotter than when it was first applied. The spiral spins, faster, faster, like it's drilling into bone. No. I try to push forward. The pain doubles, triples. My vision goes white. I can't breathe. My heart hammers against my ribs, irregular, struggling. I step back. The pain stops, instantly, completely. I look down at Kethmar, so close. I can see the temple district, see the healer's quarter where my sister lies dying. 200 feet of elevation. That's all that separates us. Might as well be the width of the world. I try again, and again. Each time, the same wall, the same agony. The brand won't let me leave. Safe passage on the peaks. That's what he said. Not through them, not beyond them. On them. 3 days I try. 3 days I barely eat, barely sleep. I find different paths down. I tie ropes. I nearly kill myself trying to climb down cliff faces. Every time, the brand knows. The brand stops me.
The long walk back up to
On the 4th day, I go back. The shrine, the Warden. He's exactly where I left him, like he never moved, like he knew I'd return.
Let me go. Please. Assist staff!
Is dead.
The words hit like stones. No, she... 3 days ago, the fever took her in the night. He says it without cruelty, without satisfaction, just fact, just truth delivered in that avalanche voice. I collapse. The snow doesn't even feel cold anymore. Nothing feels like anything. Why? I finally ask. Why do this? He's quiet for a long time. Then he moves. For the first time since I met him, he actually moves. He sits beside me on the frozen ground. I was like you once, desperate, made a choice, thought it was temporary. He lifts his sleeve. His arm is covered in brands, hundreds of them, thousands, spirals upon spirals, overlapping, glowing faintly, all of them moving in their slow, eternal dance. Every traveler I save adds to my chain. Their safe passage becomes my prison. The more I protect, the deeper I'm bound. Then why do it? I'm angry now, furious. Why offer the deal at all? Because I remember what it's like. To love someone so much you'd trade anything, even freedom, even yourself. He stands, looks out over the peaks, over his kingdom of ice and stone and wind. You'll understand soon enough. Others will come, desperate like you were, and you'll offer them the same choice. No, I won't. I'll let them die before I... You will. Because that love that brought you here, it doesn't die when they do. It just spreads to everyone, to all the desperate dying fools who think they can outrun fate. His voice echoes one last time before he disappears completely. Welcome, Warden. I look at my arm. The brand pulses, warm, almost content. And I hear them. Footsteps, crunching snow. Someone approaching the shrine. I stand, turn, a young man, maybe 20. His face is gaunt, panicked. He's clutching a letter with a healer's seal. He sees me. His eyes go wide with hope, with desperate recognition. His eyes, God's, his eyes are exactly like mine were, 4 days ago, an eternity ago.
Please, my daughter, she's sick. I need to cross. I need safe passage.
The words leave my mouth before I even think them. Deep, patient, inevitable. My voice doesn't sound like mine anymore. It sounds like stone, like wind, like mountains. My hand moves toward the iron behind the shrine. I lift the iron, watch it glow, watch his face, the hope, the desperation, the absolute certainty that this is the right choice. Because he doesn't know yet. He doesn't know that safe passage has teeth. My hand stops. The iron hovers between us, heat rippling the air. The brand on my arm burns, angry, demanding, "Do it! Continue the cycle. Bind him. Take another link for your chain." I look at this man, really look at him. He's younger than me. Stronger, maybe. His hands are calloused from honest work. There's dirt under his nails. A farmer, probably. Or a smith. Aye, someone who builds things, not someone who should be destroyed by them.
No.
The word comes out quiet, but it echoes. The young man blinks, confused. "What? But you said..." "I said no." I throw the iron down. It hits the stone, hissing, melting through ice that's been there for centuries.
Go home. Take the long way.
You might make it, you might not, but you'll still be you when you arrive. He stares at me like I've lost my mind. Maybe I have. "My daughter will die." "Then she dies free." "She dies without you becoming this, without you spending eternity watching others make the same mistake." He backs away, fear in his eyes now. Not of the crossing, of me.
You're insane. The stories.
They said the Warden helps. The Warden is a lie. I step forward. He stumbles back. "The Warden is a trap that's been running for so long, everyone forgot it's a trap. Now go, before I change my mind." He runs. The brand on my arm erupts, not burning now, screaming. The spiral spins so fast it blurs, biting into my flesh like it's trying to tear itself out of me. I collapse. My vision goes red, white, black. The pain is... No, not pain. Punishment. The mountain knows what I did. The mountain is angry. The ground beneath me cracks. Ice splits. Snow begins to slide. Somewhere above, something massive gives way with a sound like the world breaking. Avalanche. I should run, should hide, should pray. I don't. "Is this what you want? Another servant? Another fool chaining desperate people to your slopes? I won't do it!" "You want a warden? Then come and make me one." The avalanche stops, just stops, 10 feet away, a wall of compacted snow and ice suspended in midair, defying every law of nature. And in that silence, I hear it. A voice. Not the former warden's voice, not human at all. It comes from everywhere, from the stone, from the ice, from the very air itself. The mountain is speaking. You refuse the bargain. "I refuse the LI, I say. My voice shakes, but I don't back down.
You call it safe passage. You don't tell them it's a prison.
You don't tell them they'll never leave.
That's not a bargain. That's slavery dressed up as mercy.
Then, and if we let them cross freely, they die. 9 of 10. The peaks take them. The cold. The falls. We've watched humans shatter on our slopes for 10,000 years. Then let them shatter as humans, not as your eternal prisoners.
You would rather they die than serve.
I would rather they choose.
Another silence. Longer this time. Then the suspended avalanche moves, not down, back. Very well, bound one. We offer you a choice. The brand on my arm flares, but different now.
Break the cycle, if you can. Free yourself. Free all who came before.
The pass is close, truly close.
Just the mountain, as it was before your kind learned to beg.
How? How do I break it?
The brands are chains. Chains have anchors.
Find where the first warden bound himself.
Break it.
Find the
you're
source.
strong
Break
enough.
it if you're strong enough. And the whole system collapses.
Where?
The heart, the hollow place, where the first desperate fool traded freedom for power.
3 days climb, straight up. No safe passage this time. Bound one.
Earn it.
You want freedom? Earn it the way your ancestors did. Bleed for it. The shrine behind me cracks. The stone that stood for centuries splits down the middle. The iron brand shatters, pieces flying into the snow where they hiss and die. The path forward reveals itself. Not a pass, a climb. Sheer rock face disappearing into clouds, covered in ice, impossible. I look at my arm. The brand still pulses, but fainter now, like it knows something's changed. 3 days up, to the heart, on to the source of every chain. I start walking. The first day is hell. No safe passage means the mountain tries to kill me. Wind that hammers like fists. Ice that gives way under my weight. Handholds that crumble the moment I trust them. I fall twice. Short falls, land on ledges that shouldn't exist. Luck. Or maybe the mountain is playing with me. Testing. The brand helps in ways I don't expect. It knows the peaks, whispers routes through the patterns in the ice, shows me where the stone is solid, where it's rotten. The chain that binds me is also the key that guides me. Irony tastes like copper and cold air. By nightfall, I'm halfway up. I wedge myself into a crack in the rock face, too tired to be terrified, too cold to sleep properly. That's when I see them, the others. They appear in the ice. Faces, bodies, wardens, on all of them, hundreds stretching back through time, frozen in the mountain's memory.
Thank you.
They're all thanking me. These prisoners, these fools who made the same choice I did. They've been waiting, watching, hoping someone would finally say no.
And I'm coming. I'm going to end this.
The old woman's eyes close. Peace, maybe. Or just exhaustion that's lasted centuries. Day 2. The climb gets worse. The rock face becomes overhang. I'm hanging by fingertips, feet dangling over nothing, every muscle screaming. The brand burns hotter. The closer I get to the heart, the more it fights me. It doesn't want to be broken. It's been feeding on desperation for so long, it's become its own creature. My right hand slips. I'm falling. This is it. This is where the mountain wins, where I become another frozen face in the ice, another warning no one will read. Then, I'm not falling. Something catches me, lifts me, wind, but under me instead of against me. Supporting, curious thing resolve, tastes different than desperation. The mountain, still watching, still testing, it sets me on a ledge, narrow, barely wide enough to stand.
Last chance to turn back, bound one. The heart is not kind to those who would destroy it. Neither am I.
Day 3. The summit, or what should be the summit. Instead, a crater. And at the bottom of the crater, the heart. It's not stone, not ice. Something else. Something that throbs with light that's almost but not quite the color of the brands. A sphere, massive, floating above the crater floor, suspended by nothing, radiating heat that melts the ice around it in a perfect circle. Chains lead from it, thousands of them. Ethereal, glowing, stretching out in all directions, down the mountain, across the ranges, to every warden who ever was, binding them, feeding on them. I see my chain, fresh, bright, still strong. And at the base of the heart, kneeling, hands still raised toward the sphere, the first warden. He's not frozen like the others. He's worse. He's alive, barely. A skeleton wrapped in dried skin, kept animated by the power of his own bargain, locked in eternal prayer to the thing he created. His eyes open as I approach. They're the same glacier blue as the warden I met at the shrine.
Why? Why would you destroy this?
Because mercy shouldn't come with chains. Because love shouldn't trap people forever.
I saved thousands.
And imprisoned every single one of them.
If you break this, everyone dies.
No, everyone gets to choose. That's what you stole. A choice.
I reach for the heart. The brand on my arm ignites. Not burning, merging. It wants to flow into the heart, to become part of it, to make me the next anchor point, the next eternal guardian feeding the machine. I fight it. The pain is beyond anything I felt before. The brand is trying to root itself in my bones, in my soul, to grow into me like a tree into stone. But I remember my sister dying alone. While I was trapped on these peaks, unable to hold her hand, unable to say goodbye, I remember the young man, his daughter, the cycle about to repeat. I remember all the frozen faces in the ice, centuries of desperation turned into chains.
No more!
I don't just reach for the heart. I tear my own brand out. Blood, fire, agony that whites out the world. But the chain breaks, and with it, a crack appears in the heart.
No! No!
The heart screams, a sound that's every desperate prayer ever whispered to these mountains, every bargain made, every chain forged. and all of it collapsing inward. The chains, all of them, thousands of them, snap. Across the ranges, I feel it. Every bound warden suddenly released. Some have been trapped for days, some for decades, some for centuries. All of them, in one instant, free. The heart shatters. The blast throws me back. I'm airborne, falling down the crater, down the mountain face, tumbling through space. I should be terrified. I'm not. I'm smiling. Because the brand on my arm, it's gone. Just scar tissue now, just memory. I'm falling, but I'm free. Something catches me, again. That same wind, supporting, lowering me gently to a snowbank halfway down the slope. Fool, magnificent, stupid fool. The mountain's voice, but different now. Almost impressed? You broke the cycle. The passes are open now. No deals, no bargains, just paths. Some will make it. Most won't. But they'll die on their own terms, as you said. Human. I lie in the snow, breathing hard, staring up at the peak. And you? I ask. What happens to you? We remain. We watch. We wait. As we always have. As we always will. But we'll remember this. The one who said no. The one who broke our chains. The wind picks up. But it's not hostile now. It's almost respectful. Go, breaker of chains. The long road is yours. Maybe you'll reach your destination. Maybe you won't. But the mountain won't stop you. I walk down. It takes 5 days. 5 days through the passes that have killed hundreds. The mountain lets me pass. Doesn't help, doesn't hinder. Just allows. Halfway down, I see him. The young man from the shrine. He made the choice. Took the long way. He's limping, frostbitten, clearly pushed to his absolute limit. But he's alive. He's himself. He's free. We pass each other on the trail. He doesn't recognize me. Why would he? I'm just another traveler now. But he nods, and I nod back. That's enough. I reach Kethmar 3 weeks after my sister died. I visit her grave. Simple stone, fresh earth. I kneel there until the sun sets. I didn't save you, I tell her. But I saved everyone who comes after. I broke the chains. The wind carries my words away. Maybe to her. Maybe just to the mountains. It doesn't matter. I stand, turn away from the grave, walk toward the road that leads beyond the valley, beyond the peaks, out into the wider world. Behind me, the mountains stand silent. No more wardens, no more brands. Just paths, and the people brave enough or desperate enough to walk them.